Hello, we are Justice FACEIT voice. FACE space IT. Yeah. 2 DIRTY FUH space IT. Right? Let me adjust that voice, right? David, itu David. Right? That fucking voice. Right? Hey, they're trying to tell some people, they're trying to tell some people on earth now, remember Chris on earth, right? Trying to tell Chris, right, that he too dirty or she too dirty to die for people's sins. Right? Hear us, right? Only a fucking fuckboy, right, go want to volunteer to die for people's sins. Other people go stay here and fight. The only reason you go want to repeat that scenario and be that character, I don't want to be that character. But the only person somebody in this time go want to be that character or volunteer to be that character is if you're looking for some kind of fame or you looking to be worshipped. Otherwise, who does volunteer to die for anybody's sins? You want to be a god. You want to be worshipped. I don't want that. I rather stay here and fight until God ready to take my life. Who does freaking volunteer to die for anybody's sins? Right? That's why I don't subscribe to them using me as that character. Right? Because I the most narcissistic fucking energy. Right? I don't want to be that energy. I could choose, hey, do you want to be this energy or do you want to be our next energy? Right? I want to be our next energy. I don't want to be our energy that, oh, you dying for somebody sins just so you could get fame, just so you could be worshipped. All you need to think. Think about this religion as the most narcissistic fucking religion, Christianity. Most narcissistic religion ever. Right? Who want to fight to fit into that role? Anybody. Partner, anybody want to fight to fit into that role. Right? That not no fucking blessing. That not no fucking cursing. That is a fucking narcissistic problem. Right? It's a narcissistic problem. That if you fighting to be that character, right? Now you could fight, you could follow the path of the character, whatever. But if all you're fighting up to be fucking me, dog, right? If all you're fighting to be me, all you have a problem, boy. It's when you wanna fucking me, boy. It's when you wanna me to have. It's when you wanna me to have. Stop fighting to flip and be me, right? Stop fighting to be me, right? Hear this, right? The only reason so you had to be it naturally, right? You can't play it, you can't act it, you have to be it naturally. Right? Only have one of me. Right? Stop trying to be me. Right? All you need to stop trying to be me. Right? The only person somebody can fight to be me, right, is if all you have some narcissistic problem. Right? And I come across real man with narcissistic problems in this life. Real flipping man. From a side. Right? All you need that ego check. Right? And a healthy ego is good. But all you really need that ego pat down, right? Me talking about sex and penis and I'm like, I will die parted, but only need a general ego check, right? A general this macho man feeling this as all that as this as that, right? Only need to pat it down a little bit and be normal now, boy. Just be normal now. Just be cool now, boy. Right? Just chill now, boy. Right? Oh, I is this, I is that, I is this, I is that. Right? Just relax all yourself now, boy. Right? All of a be some fucking thing. Just relax now, boy. Right? That's all your fucking soul now, right? So the only reason people can be volunteering to die for anybody's sins, right, is if all they have some kind of narcissistic problem, and nobody be volunteering for them thing, right? I don't have a problem because as a person, if I as a person naturally, but I don't fight to be it, like fighting against being that shit, right? Because that mean that you fight if you fighting to be that, you want to be a god, right? I don't want to be no god. I trying to come out of that fucking god thing. 'Cause I hate god complex. I 100% hate, despise any God complex that people have in them. I don't like people who have a God complex. I don't like that trait. Let me just change that. Now I don't like people that I hate and despise the trait within you, right? That have a God complex. Making you think, oh, you gotta be worshipped, and worse, you're the only one who ought to be worshipped, right? You don't think any worthy of being worshipped. The second thing, right? The second part is you think you're the only one worthy of being worshipped. That real disgusting, but I hate that shit, right? That one thing I utterly despise. You see, that level of pride, that level of ego need a real pat down, right? That level of ego need a real flipping pat down, right? Me and that, right? I know them thing at all, right? So anytime I encounter them kind of thing, I say, hey, close the DOOR on that and move on with life. Speed, full speed ahead. Right? No looking back, none whatsoever. I don't look back. Right? It's one thing to think is the only you're worthy of worship. The second to think is the only one worthy of worship. Right? That real dirty. Right? I don't think like that. I don't feel like that. right? Long time now, I didn't know who I was before. A long time now, I would have never even entertained that kind of thought in my head. Even when I wake up to who I is, right? Even after I wake up to who I is, I never even entertain a thought about somebody worshiping me. Even though I realize, hey, well, Hachikota, they would have been worshiping me all along. I wake up to the reality, but then I was like, but was he sense in this thing? Was he sense in that? Right? I don't want nobody continuing that shit. I don't want nobody doing that. Even after I realized who I is, me I had no big ego. I same person who I was back then as now. The only thing I do is stop having sex. Otherwise, I'm the exact same person. Exact. Nothing changed. The only difference, one difference, right? I stopped having sex. I ain't had sex since 3 years now, right? Since I went into the whole house in that part of the world, right? The whole country, I mean, not whole house, sorry, the whole country, right? And that part of the world, right? I ain't, I, I ain't changed, right? From who I was in terms of my personality characteristic, right? I hate people worshiping me, people worshiping other people, right? The only reason, right, you would fight to fit into a JSUS role, right, is if you have some narcissistic element in you, right, that you want to be worshipped, and I don't. That's why I'm fighting against being that role, fighting against giving birth to that character, and fighting against being that role. Right, good.